بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
To all our viewers around the world, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to this week's edition of The Straight Path. I'm your host, Fuad Muhammad. Well, tonight on The Straight Path, we are privileged to have a very special person with us, one that was born into a Christian family, all the way from Texas, America. He is now one of the biggest da'is, calling everyone actually who he meets to the word, to the truth, to Al-Islam. Who's the special guy? Sheikh Yusuf Estes. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh, and welcome to the show. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm kind of surprised to be here tonight. We've been working with Huda making these TV shows, and for you to invite me on this program tonight was kind of a surprise to me. I didn't know that...
Really? Well, actually, we have something bigger than that for you.
Really? You want to make some more shows, right?
Actually, bigger than that, Sheikh.
You know, we've been working on that one called, it's called Beauties of Islam. Mm-hmm. The one is called Ramadan Reminders, and we got the one called the Muslim Mailbox.
But actually, Sheikh, we didn't call you here to talk about the shows.
No?
No. We want to know how a Christian preacher became a Muslim.
Everybody asks me this story. You sure you want to hear this?
Again.
Again and again. Ever since 1991, so many people ask me this, I decided to put up a website on the internet that tells the story. Yeah, in the story on there, it's actually true. It's so true, but even now when I read it, I start crying. Because I remember how I used to be and how I am now, and I remember that man who helped me get to Islam. But I'm getting ahead of myself. If you want to know, I can tell you this story. It all started when my father told me that we're going to start doing business with a man who's from Egypt.
Oh, really?
I got excited. I said, okay, Egypt, that's the land of the pyramids and the Sphinx. You know, they call him Abu Hol. Yeah. And this is going to be like Nile River, and was that the Cleopatra?
Yes.
I said, I could just see business cards now with those pyramids on it, camels and all this kind of... And then my father, he says, and he's a Muslim.
Muslim.
I said, a what? He's Muslim? Oh. I was thinking, of all the things. I said, Dad, you know we can't do business with a Muslim? He said, why? I said, because my father knew these TV evangelists. Maybe you heard of some of them, like Jimmy Swaggart and Jerry Falwell and all these different guys. And he knew them. And the things that they said about Islam, the way that they used to put down Muslims in the Quran, and the horrible things that were being said. And by the way, not true, but I didn't know that. So I'm saying to my father, these guys are hijackers. They're kidnappers. They don't believe in God. They worship a black box in the desert. And they kiss the ground 5 times a day. So my daddy's saying, no, you got to meet this guy. He's really nice. We're going to do business with him. And I said, I'll meet him on one condition. He said, what is it? I said, we do it my way. He said, what's your way? I said, okay, I want to come from church. It's got to be on Sunday. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to him. I'm going to stop and eat or nothing, directly to him. And I will have my cross. I used to wear a cross on my belt loop, about that big. Okay? And I had a Bible that I carry under my arm all the time. And I have a cap on my head, and across the top of the cap it says, Jesus is Lord. And that's the way I want to meet this guy. Well, my dad said, okay, Sunday it is.
Okay.
We had a store in the mall in a place called Grand Prairie, Texas. And so in the store, we go to meet him on Sunday, Now, I was ready for this guy, and I imagined, what's this guy going to look like? He's going to be wearing one of those long white robes, and he's going to have a big outer garment thing, what they call a bisht over that, and he's going to have a turban on his head, and he's going to have an eyebrow that goes all the way across from one side to the other, a huge bushy beard that he'll have, and a big sword that he's going to be carrying. I think I was looking for somebody that's a cross between Attila the Hun and the Ayatollah Khomeini. I had no idea. So when my father took me in, I was nervous, Here, I'm going to meet this guy. Oh, he's going to be a Muslim. Oh, boy. But I'm going to hold the faith of Christianity high in front of this guy. We went in the door, And my father said, here he is. I said, where's the guy, And he brought him over, and I said, this? Because he wasn't wearing any clothes like I was thinking. He was wearing normal, everyday clothes, like you're wearing, And he didn't have even a beard. And he didn't have any hair. Actually, he's bald-headed.
Oh, really?
Pastor, this man is... And he had something Egyptians have. Not all people in the world have this thing. But Egyptians have something very special called Ibtisam. Ibtisam. Well, you know what is Ibtisam?
Smiling.
Smile. He has a big, beautiful smile. And I couldn't help but be caught by this smile. And when I shook hands with him, I said, this is a nice guy. I don't know why, I just felt like he's a nice guy, you know.
Forgot everything about being Muslim.
It just kind of went out the door just by meeting him. I like to mention this because I want Muslims to know that you need to get out, meet people more. Don't be so reserved. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to be yourself.
Yeah.
Because when more people meet Muslims and know real Muslims, then they'll know that this baloney that's going on in the media is just that, a bunch of baloney. But anyway, I'll come back to this story because you asked me. Next thing, immediately after I meet him, hello, how are you? I said, do you believe in God? Just like that. He said, well, yes. I mean, God, though. Do you believe in God? He said, yes. I said, yeah, but the God of Adam. You know about Adam? Yes. Abraham. There's a funny story about this, but I'll tell you later about Abraham. There's something very key about this.
Okay.
He said, yes. I said, Moses. He said, yes. David, Solomon, yes. So you believe in all those? Oh, okay. You believe in the Bible? He said, yes. You believe in the Old Testament, though? Yes. But you don't believe in the New Testament? He said, yes.
Too many yes.
I'm going, what? How? I said, yeah, but you don't believe in Jesus. He said, yes. I'm going, what? That's not what we heard. I did not hear it that way. I said, yes, but you don't believe he is the Christ, the Messiah. He said, yes. I'm going, wait a minute. But you don't believe he's with God. He's going to come back in the last days. He said, yes. I said, this guy's going to be easy. I can convert this guy. Immediately, I took him out to have a cup of tea. And we sat together in a little cafe right by my dad's shop.
I remember reading that on that I was actually... why did you take him out for that cup of coffee after you met him?
Because I was going to convert him. That was it. I'm
this was
going
the
to sit
guy.
right there the first day. I said, wouldn't that be something? I can convert him on the first day.
Wow.
I was ready.
You had ambitions.
That boy, I'm going to get him now. So I started talking about Abraham. I'm telling him the story of Abraham and his son Ishmael, his son Ishaq, Isaac as we call him in English, and the story of how Abraham has to sacrifice his son, and he's sitting there going, yes, that's what we believe. We believe that. I said, yes, but what about this point right here where a ram has to come in and be the salvation because there's the substitute, and it's so and so, and I'm going on, and he said, yes, we believe that. I was thinking, now, wait a minute. I had talked to another priest friend of mine. He's not a priest, he's a preacher for the born-again Christians. And he told me to be real careful with these Muslims. But for sure he was telling me, read this to them because they don't believe this. And he was saying he did believe it. I was thinking, So step by step I was thinking, we can do this. I went back to my father. I said, Dad, I want us to do business with this guy. My father said, okay, great. I said, because I can convert him. And my father, he's so sweet. He said, leave him alone. He has his religion. We have our religion. He's a nice person. You don't need to convert people. I said, no, this is our mission. We have to save people to the Lord. My dad said, listen, it's up to him to save the people, okay?
SubhanAllah.
Yeah, my dad said that. I'm thinking, no, I got to convert this guy. So we start doing business.
Why were you so eager to convert him? Why?
Huh?
Why were you so eager to convert him?
Well, to be honest about the thing, you see, I was out on the streets going around doing what we'd call in English, Arabic, when Muslims, we say street dawah. That's what I used to do as a Christian. I would be in the streets and I would have my Bible and I would witness. They call it witnessing, Yeah. I think that's a good comparison, witness, dawah. And I would go up to people like drug dealers or prostitutes in the street. Anybody, I see them, they're downtrodden, poor, they don't have a home. If I have anything, if I have some money, I will give it to them. And they're saying, oh, thank you, and give them some food, anything. And then at the same time, I start bringing them the message of the Bible. And I would quote to them many of the scriptures in the Bible, the good things, the things we as Muslims know, or, we should do it too. There's no doubt about it. These are good teachings, very moral and upright things. And so as I was doing these things, I felt a need to call the people to Jesus.
Yes.
And that's what I wanted to do with this man. And I was told these Muslims are very dangerous people. They don't believe like we believe, and they're, just stay away from them. And I've been warned in a number of times.
By your friends.